All right, guys, this is Tara Devlin, and this is Devlin versus the News. Let's get into it. I want to talk about what's happening with the redistricting battle, I guess you call it. I don't know. It is quite refreshing to watch Governor Gavin Newsom, my favorite governor right now, model for other Democrats what it looks like to have a spine, and the way he's responding to Traitor Trump and the filthy fascist Republican attempt to redistrict themselves 5 illegitimate seats out of Texas. It's like taking a cool drink of water after decades in the desert. That's what it feels like. And it's great. You know, his fight fire with fire strategy seems refreshing, but the more I think about it, the more I think it's not enough. First of all, Governor Newsom said that the California redistricting will only be triggered if the Republicans move forward with their scheme.
It's triggered only if Texas moves forward, if Missouri moves forward, if Florida moves forward, if Indiana or Ohio or any of these other states move forward in response to what appears pretty clearly to be the rigging of the midterm election, analogous to what happened after January 6th when Donald Trump started dialing for votes and the very infamous phone calls he made to the Secretary of State in Georgia. That's it. There's an exit ramp. They don't move forward. We don't move forward.
I just thought, well, Democrats are, once again, we're always on the defense. We're always reacting to Republican dirty tricks. He's worried, it seems, about keeping the moral high ground. I don't care at this point. We have the moral high ground. Democrats have the moral high ground. Not only are our policies popular and actually help people, not hurt people. I mean, Democrats don't pass policies to make the rich richer and the working class the more malleable working poor and kick millions off of health care. We give health care. We try to make sure that no one has to needlessly die without health care. What Republicans do, that wherever their policies are implemented, there's more needless suffering and death. So we have the moral high ground there. We also have the moral high ground to redistrict ourselves an actual fair representative map because we have the population, but we also have been under the tyranny of the minority for decades. And that's unacceptable. No functioning modern democracy can survive under the tyranny of a minority. And it's not a normal minority. This is a very sick minority of people that want to inflict their manias on us. They really are not capable of functioning in the type of system that the founders fought a revolution to create and entrust to us. They hate that system. They hate diversity, a nation of laws, a nation of immigrants. I mean, this is what we are. Everything that actually makes America great, they hate. They hate e pluribus unum, out of many one. That's practically woke. They hate that. Democrats, we represent more people, we have a more popular ideology and policy agenda, and we get more votes, but we still end up in the minority. That's because of the Republican dirty tricks that we've been under for decades. So it's time not just to fight fire with fire, but to fight fire with a damned tsunami. And we need to gerrymander ourselves more seats. So forget 5 seats to 5 seats. How about 40 seats? It's not just about defending norms. This is about defending American democracy from a right-wing movement. So why are Democrats waiting for Republicans to cheat more before acting? It's really about reclaiming the ground we've already lost. Redraw the maps, California. Don't wait. Don't make excuses. Don't say, oh, well, we're just doing this. You got to point it out to the American people just how unfair the system we've been living under truly is. It's unacceptable that California's population approaches 40 million. 40 million. And why should Republicans who represent pockets of resentful reactionaries with minds poisoned by Russian-funded fascist influencers, why should they dictate national policy? That's why I've been so sick of this tyranny of this minority. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of my blue state dollars propping up these poorly run red states. How do they thank us? They don't even have the manners or the maturity or the decency to say thanks. They want to drink our tears. They want to own the libs. Give me a break. Own the libs, drink our tears. You know, no patriot wants to drink the tears of their fellow Americans. We just want to make sure they don't needlessly die without health care. We want to make sure they have early warning weather systems, you know, and clean energy and clean environment and living wages, retirement security, freedom. You know, the freedom to be human, to go to a doctor when sick, to get an education, to take a day off now and then, have a vacation. I know J.D. Vance has a lot of vacations, one a month so far. So either we unleash the power of our legitimate majority, or we keep losing to this cabal of minoritarian parasites. I mean, what are we waiting for? Forget fight fire with fire. We got to drown the arsonists with a blue tidal wave of Democratic seats so we can fix this thing. We got a lot of work to do. We're not going to do it by just nullifying them. We have to take our power back. California, New York, Illinois, any blue state with a spine needs to redraw their maps for maximum Democratic power without apology. Trust me on this, guys. Please. This is our country. Let's stop pretending this is a fair fight. It hasn't been one for decades. Maybe it will be again once we smash this minority cult, taking back our legitimate blue state power. I don't know, maybe they'll come to their senses and then want to actually be sincere partners in governing. Time will tell, but we know that the road we're on isn't working, and they ain't coming to their senses. So we got to make them. We're the patriots carrying the mantle of the founders. You know, the founders were progressives. I mean, all their flaws and hypocrisies, there's nothing more progressive than overthrowing a king and an aristocracy that ruled Western civilization for thousands of years. That's what the Republicans don't like. They like the hierarchy. They like everyone in their place, but that's not the grand experiment in liberal democracy. Oh well, Republicans, you don't like it? You can always try Russia. We know your God King truly admires it there, so hey, move. So forget fighting fire with fire. We are the majority. It's well past time we start acting like it. And that won't happen by placating fascists. It'll happen by wielding every tool that we have at our disposal and acting ruthlessly, without apology, legally and peacefully, of course. All right, guys, tell me what you think. I mean, I think I'm right, but, or correct, I should say, more appropriately. We're on the right side of history. We're on the right side of decency, dignity, democracy, humanity. Check out the Tara Show every Tuesday and Thursday right here on the Political Voices Network. And my show, Tara Buster, on youtube.com/cfachannel/TaraBuster and the Political Voices Substack. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. Please do it now. What the hell? What are you waiting for? My name is Tara Devlin. We stick together. We win. I'll see you soon.